Let's go quickly with the ingredients. This is gonna be a fast, quick recipe of that white cheese dip that we all want to have at that Mexican restaurant that we cannot go or we can only have takeout. First this is a pound of white American, but the brand is Land O'Lakes. And let me say that Land O'Lakes has the best quality for what I need this cheese dip to be. So this is white American Land O'Lakes. I got mine at Myers, but it's that Land O'Lakes white cheddar, white American, no white cheddar, white American. Okay, so I'm going to just cut it in chunks, right? Make sure that you cut it, because if not, it takes harder and longer time for it to melt. So I'm just gonna cut it in cubes. Or in rectangles, and I'm gonna put it in my pot, okay? This is so easy. It's like 3 ingredients. You have to have patience though, because this cheese, of course, not gonna melt super fast. If you can use the microwave, well, you're gonna have to do it by minute and then stir and stir and stir. So I'd rather use my regular pot. You can also do it on a slow cook. That's also another way. All right, all my cheese is in here. Now I'm gonna add 1 cup of milk. So 1 pound, 1 cup of milk. Some of you may wanna put less if you want a thicker dip. I like a little more runny so I can dip and scoop a lot more cheese dip in my tortilla. All right, that's it. Now to this, you can add a little pinch of cumin if you want. That's to give it a little bit of flavor. Remember that I like to put it on the palm of my hand. That's about half a teaspoon. There you go. And then very important is the jalapenos. Now I do like to put a little bit of the jalapeno juice too, just a little bit, like maybe a tablespoon of the jalapeno juice. And I'm gonna chop some jalapenos from my jar. If I can find my spoon, I'm gonna chop some jalapenos. This is as spicy as you want it, or as spicy if you can handle. All you gotta do is chop, chop, chop the jalapenos, put them back in here. Some restaurants will blend this. We'll put it in a blender after it is melted, but you can see the result at the end. I'm gonna put some more jalapenos right here. Rough chop, I don't want them too thick. Here it goes. I'm gonna put it in the stove at very low. I'm gonna stir and stir and stir and stir and stir until it's perfectly melted. I'm gonna lift it, put it on a tortilla, just like you were at a Mexican restaurant. Since I'm also making guacamole tonight, I'm just gonna show you how to open an avocado. Probably you all do. You just swing it around in your knife, you twist and open. Look at this, beautiful. And then you give it a good smack to the pit in the middle, twist it, and it comes out. I hid it in my trash can so that it comes straight to it, so I don't have to, play with this pit, on the knife. That's a little dangerous. So that's kind of how we do it in the house. Hope you can do it too. Again, I'm gonna open one more. Let me see if this one, they're almost ripe enough to use. Just go through your knife, give it a twist, open. Oh, don't you get excited when there's one that's perfectly? And then you give it a good smack, twist the pit, and it comes out perfectly. Okay guys, so here we go with the avocados. Put all 3 avocados in a bowl, and then you're gonna smash them well, or if you wanna leave it chunky, you also can do that. To that, we're gonna put some chopped onions, very finely or a little bigger, it's up to your taste. Some beautiful tomatoes, I put 2 tomatoes. Then I added some jalapenos because we love jalapenos in ours. And then we're gonna put some cilantro. You're gonna mix it all in, taste the salt, taste the pepper, put 2 limes, and ready. Guys, so my cheese is melted, like you can tell right here. And you notice sometimes at the restaurants the cheese has like a little film on top when it starts drying. To prevent that, you add 1 or 2 tablespoons of butter in here. And then you continue to mix and stir until that's completely melted. In just a second, I'm gonna serve it, and it's gonna be awesome. Remember, white American Land O'Lakes. Okay guys, so my cheese is completely melted. I want you to see, doesn't this look just like the restaurant? All right, so it's hot, it's melty. It is ready, and I would like to pour it on my margarita glass just for everybody to be able to taste and put their chip in. This is just like it was the restaurant. I promise you, you're gonna love this. So now let's take a look. The cheese dip looks just like the restaurant. Like I was saying, I have my guacamole, which has, I showed you how to make it, which has that pit on it so they will not turn dark. So let's taste this cheese dip. Look at it. Look, just like the restaurant. I better not burn my mouth. Guys. You could even use more milk if you want to. I'm not gonna double dip it, it's my house, so here I go. So it's real creamy, doesn't need anything else, doesn't need salt, doesn't need really anything. Restaurants will give it a lot more milk just to make it runnier so that you don't have to, doesn't dry that fast. You can do that as well. You can just taste it and see. And then of course the guacamole, which I showed you had all the tomato, and everybody knows how to make a guac, I think. I just don't want to see you at the supermarket buying those packages that says guacamole mix, because it's so super simple. Fresh, limey, delicious. Give it a taste. You're gonna feel like you are in a Mexican cantina somewhere. Let me try a little bit more of my dip, because it's really, really good. Remember, it's only white American Land O'Lakes, the milk, jalapenos, a little bit of cumin, put it in the pot, and it's ready to go. Enjoy.